Come one and come all to see the death of America. What's happening? What's happening to America? It seemed like we were so good. It seemed like everything was going great, right? Everything was going pretty good for a while. I mean, we won a couple of world wars. We rose to the top financially. I mean, we're the top economic superpower in the world, right? The GDP's higher than anyone else's. I'm at a loss for words, but we're clearly falling down. We're clearly losing what we had. It was great, but it's not you, it's me, but really it is you, America, it is you. And we have to break up because it's not working anymore. It's not. I wish we could have kept going, but I mean, things changed. I mean, you started adopting pet rats and you started not taking care of yourself. I mean, you haven't brushed your teeth in God knows how long. I can't look at those glazed eyes anymore. It's too much. It's really sad. I mean, I've been over here busting my butt trying to make it work with us. I really thought we could go for the long haul. Back when we got together, I mean, it was so great. It was great. I mean, you were so romantic and you always took care of me and it was wonderful. But lately, I mean, you stopped texting me to check in. Well, actually, you've never paid my health insurance bills. I mean, I've got outrageously high deductibles. You've never helped out. I go to the dentist, they tell me they gotta put a crown in and it's not covered, and you never help out. When I became homeless and I needed a place to stay, you didn't give me one. You keep showing me those receipts on those F-18s that you buy all the time. You definitely keep, waving your flag all over the place. It's kind of tacky. It's gotten to that point. You gotta stop. Nobody's cheering with you anymore. It's just sad. America is that high school football star that was too cool to go to college, and so he stuck around his hometown year after year, and he was like the head of the parade for like 4 or 5 years running, and now he's just an unemployed bum that can't afford to live. I mean, his parents are like desperately close to kicking him out. You got to get with the program now. You got to get a job, move out. You know what I mean? Like, it's pretty bad here. I don't know why so many people are still chanting like, we're number one. We're number one. No, we're not. No, we're not. We're not even close anymore. We were number one. I'll give you that. We were number one back in like the 50s. Back in the 50s, we were number one, but we have a bloated government and we spend too much money on the wrong things. And while countries all around the world have been taking care of their drug problems, and their like health insurance, and they've been offering programs to help, get homeless people off the streets and reinitiate them into society in a sustainable way. We've been building 750 military bases all over the planet. I just don't see how we can keep going. It's like, the Roman Empire got to the point where there was nothing left to conquer militarily, and people just started to slowly realize that it sucked to live there, and it just sort of like dissolved. I mean, that's where we're at. It's happening. Whether you like it or not, that's where we're headed. Honestly, get out while you can. That's my advice. I think it's time to hand the baton off to somebody else. My vote goes to Croatia because they've got some awesome lakes. They got some really good views, really pretty mountainsides. That's where I want to live. But aside from that, another really good indicator, other than government spending, that America is dying out is malls. Have you been to a mall lately? Probably not, because who goes to malls? If you have been to a mall recently, it was probably more of an upscale one, because the upscale ones are doing fine. they're doing great, you know? I mean, there's a, one mall in particular, where I live that is doing really well because it's a really nice mall, but it's not doing nearly as well as it used to. I mean, they've had to implant, Louis Vuittons and Burberry's and, Brahmanes and all these sort of like really high-end stores just to keep it alive. It's like they're giving an 18-year-old's liver to the 55-year-old alcoholic with cancer, and they're just doing everything they can to keep this thing alive. But if you've been to a mall that isn't super upscale, you've probably not been there for very long after you walked inside because it was terrible. There's a mall in Gastonia, North Carolina that is definitely in that category. It's bad. I don't know if you've ever been to Christiansburg, Virginia, but there's a mall up there it's already died. I mean, there's no resuscitating. It's off of life support. The nurses gave up years ago. This thing is done. The last time I was in the Christiansburg Mall. When I was approaching the building, I saw a family of rats carrying a half-eaten cheeseburger from across the parking lot. And when I got inside, I witnessed an army of raccoons battling a team of possums to gain control of an abandoned J.C. Penney. I think I got rabies just walking through that place. I mean, there were bats hanging from the ceiling. There were zombie-esque children wandering through the halls. I swear I think I saw the remains of an eagle. Needless to say, people don't want to be around other people here anymore. The community is gone. Can we say that? Can we agree? It's done. It's a done deal. There's no more reason to try to go out and hang out with people in public anymore. You definitely don't want to meet strangers because they're having just as bad of a time as we are. It's over, America. It's over. You have to pack your bags and get the hell out because I'm not paying your half the rent any longer. I don't love you anymore. You gotta go. Goodbye. But to wrap things up on a separate note, I just want to say that if you haven't checked out my podcast, I really recommend you do. It's taken off. We are on our way through the skies. We have more episodes coming soon. You can go to https://thethoughthatcounts.podbean.com. That is podbean.com. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed it. Have a good day. Cheers.